Welcome AKOU members. Today I want to talk to you about the little miracle. This is the little miracle. Guys, it's amazing how the journey for the AK dedicated optics went through in the last, I would say, 6 to 7 years. This is the newest 3x prism with ACSS reticle from Primary Arms, and as you can see, that optic is tiny, very light, and sits as low to the dust cover as possible. Guys, we started over the years, we moved from, cumbersome a little bit, right? Still great optics like this to what we are seeing here. And as I said, this is the optic with the ACSS reticle, and this optic was designed by the guy, Mr. Mikro Ulis, who is also a closet AK lover. So he knew, because he actually shoots what goes to the good optic, and his reticle inside of it is absolutely freaking amazing. Also, as you can see, the optic is completely modular, and you can keep removing the risers or keep adding the risers if you wish to. I'll show you from the box right there how is this looking like. But the optic is really bad, as it has a motion sensor, so that if you wanna keep the illumination on, it can stay on. The moment you touch the rifle, the illumination kicks in, and you will never see the moment like when you actually use the rifle that the illumination goes off if you have it on set up on the optic. And I'm going to flip it to this side so you got a better view how it sits. As far as the mounting on the AK, it is fully compatible with like the AK master mounts, and the AK master mounts got so-called the ACOG style holes in the bottom, and 2 holes are used. You're securing with the 2 holes. If you have RS regulate ACOG and any of the lowers, this is how it's going to look on the ACOG mount. Again, 2 holes are used, and you're securing that optic. And also for the AKO user, we're going to have an AKOT, which is like specifically designed. This is like mini ACOG type of the mount, and that will be at some point when the RS Regulate will cut up with orders and everything, right? Because they're way behind. But multiple mounting options, and still you can see how this is the 74 AK style, and you see how low it sits just above the dust cover. And there is the best thing about this optic is the size. So it is like a dream come true for the AK optic. Finally, someone listened, right? So we got the shrinkage in the size, still 3x magnification, absolutely freaking amazing glass. And guys, I know what you're going to say, he's talking about it because these are in the AKOU store. I don't care if you will buy from AKOU or not. I mean, it's awesome because it helps the channel. But like, if you're looking for the optic, you don't like AKOU, screw the AKOU, buy somewhere else. This is the optic which I will literally recommend for you. For the money paid, you're not going to have the better glass, the better features, and like AK specific optic. It's not going to happen. This is like absolutely not going to happen. 2 caliber, not the 2 caliber, but like 2 main differentials for the caliber choices. So it's either 556, 545, or 308, or 7.62 by 39 and 300 blackout in the 7.62 by 39 model. So these optics are dedicated for the caliber. If you will pay attention, it's extremely easy to zero. Like that one, you're zeroing from 25 yards and fine-tuning at 300, and I can guarantee you will be on an IPSC size plate up to 500 yards if your AK can do this. So this also, the one thing what I want to say, because people are always saying, well, this is a 3x magnification, you're going to have problems with CQB and everything. this is not going to affect your performance at the CQB. The 3x magnification is not large enough really to screw up your eyesight, and if you will train with it, you can cycle through the targets and do all your ninja shit, whatever you want. But if you have to, you can reach out and touch something, because that 3x gives you enough power to really see better. And sometimes it's just, hey, you want to see better what's going on. And the 3x, it's a nice like a middle ground. Some people are struggling with 4x's, some people are struggling with 5x's too much. 3x is completely manageable for a CQB, but also it's a great help for the extended ranges. So let me open the box. What's in the box? How this is looking like? So you got the idea. Like if you will purchase the basically combo from AKOU store, of course you're getting a mount for the optic of your choice, but then the optic comes in the box. You got all the manuals, and read the manual, see what is it, how to set it up, how to zero it. You got the thread locker, and then you got all the different mounts. This is all included. Like it doesn't have to be only mounted on a AK type mount, right? Because it's got the Picatinny rail adapter, and you're removing all these risers to sit the optic directly to the mount, but that's all included. You're not getting, screwed by purchasing the combo. And here you got the different risers, whatever risers you want to use, and or don't. I don't, because I do prefer the optic to sit as low as possible, but that's all included in the box. I just want to show you what is in the box and how it is coming to you, plus the mount if you're buying the combo. Now the one thing what I notice is here for the battery compartment, try to hold it with your fingers and really take like a coin. There is the slot, and tighten up that top screw to close that battery compartment. For some strange reason, I see that sometimes they are not really twisted in completely, and that may affect your battery action and performance. But that's the only thing what I found, with those optics, that kind of strange, they not tightening that screw. I don't know why, but I'm using those optics for, oh my gosh, since I think November last year, and I was testing it, putting through the cold weather and everything, and you will see like this rifle is going through the tests right now. So we're going to submerge it in the swamp for 72 hours, and I'll be pulling out, and you will see what's going on. But I already know how these optics are performing. So I think for the AK world, I think Mr. Mikrolis did the fantastic job with the reticle. I think those ACSS reticles are freaking amazing, especially for a 7.62 by 39. This is a great help, because you can see how the BDC, bullet drop compensation, works on the steady lines, and how the 7.62 by 39 drops, right? But also you have a wind dots, and like even at 300 yards, which is almost no distance, but if you got the 5-10 miles per hour wind, that round can, like around 10 miles per hour, you can completely miss the target if you have a direct full effect for the wind on the 7.62 by 39. So those wind dots are extremely helpful. Overall, this is, in my eyes, for the money paid, this is like a dream come true for the AK user. This is at the money paid at this point, because remember how we evolving, how everything changes, right? But at this point, this is one of the best purchases for the optics. And the glass quality, guys, the glass quality, it's kind of like a real business, right? So I'll tell you, the glass quality is really good in those prism scopes, and they look like a really nice and good package. Then you got the outstanding warranty on them too if something goes sideways. All right, that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be monitoring this video for the next 24 hours and try to answer to the comments. Or as always, you can just email me the questions and I'll try to get back to you. And now I'm going back to my Vietnam style era camo and having fun. Bye guys.